Hello again and welcome to English with Mado. Today I'm going to talk about conjunction words. I'll be going through two essential types, correlative conjunctions and subordinate conjunctions. So let's get going. Okay, let's begin with correlative conjunctions. First of all, let me explain to you what is a conjunction word. We use conjunction words to connect ideas together or to interconnect sentences together. What does it mean? If you want to express the full meaning of your sentences, then you will have to actually use conjunction words. I'm going to talk now about correlative conjunctions. I have some example conjunctions in here. So, let's begin with the first one, both and. So, both and. We use both and to connect two adjectives together or two situations together that could be actually connected to one person. So, let's see this example. He is both intelligent and good-natured. As you can see, these two are adjectives. We connected these two adjectives by both and. It's a very, very important conjunction words that we use it a lot in English. Moving to the second one, either or. I will either go for a walk or read a book. So it's like choosing between two things to do, that specific thing and the other thing. So I will either go for the walk or read a book. It's like you are selecting one of the situations or you are preferring one of the situations. The third one, neither nor. As you can see, neither nor is written in the negative form. So he is neither rich nor famous. We always use neither with nor and either with or. So he is neither rich nor famous. That means he's not famous and not rich. So both. Okay, so we use it for the negative form. If you want to actually sort of like deny something for a specific person by using adjectives, you can say that. I will neither go for the walk nor read a book. So you can even use it in this sentence. I will neither go for a walk nor read a book. Okay, so you can't just squash or squeeze the use of neither nor with verbs. You can even use it with adjectives. Okay, now let's move to even or if then. Okay, if that is true, actually, then what happened is not surprising. So you are supposing something. If that is true, then what happened is not surprising. So then actually is considered to talk about something that has already happened or is going to happen. So if that is true, then what happened is not surprising. So you are actually putting a conditional statement in this specific example. Moving to rather than. We use a lot rather than in English, specifically in your writing essays. I don't know if you have come across writing essays for IELTS test specifically. You would actually always find this conjunction word, rather than. So I would rather go swimming than go to the library. I would. We use rather with would. We always use rather with would, or you can use it in the short form, I'd. I'd rather go swimming than go to the library. Okay, so it's very common to use in English, and when you use rather than, it's like you are preferring something over something, or you are selecting something over something. And then finally we have whether or. Whether is actually a synonym of if. For example, have you decided whether you will come or not? So whether means if. It's another synonym of if. So these are some example sentences of some correlative conjunctions. Now, let's move to the second conjunction word. It is the subordinate conjunctions. And that's the most common to be used in English sentences or in English writing essays. So I'm going to actually cover a couple of these conjunction words with some example sentences to understand every single use of it. So let's begin with although or though. So how do we use although? Although it's a clause to, it's like between however and but. So let's see the example sentence. Although it was after midnight, we did not feel tired. So as you can see, although it was after midnight, we did not feel tired. It's like you are supposing that even the case is that, but it wasn't that. So that's how we use although, as you can see. And you have to remember something very important in this specific conjunction word is although is always followed by a verb. As you can see, it was. And that's the opposite of despite. I'm going to talk about more conjunction words in my upcoming videos. So as you can see, now moving to since. Since. We use since in two different forms. If you want to talk about something from a past time, so something happened in the past. I have been here since the sun rose. That's the present perfect. And that's the past simple. And that's what you always have to use. If you are talking about a period that happened in the past and maybe still continuing up to the present, we use since. And you have to remember something else. Before since, it has to be perfect tense, perfect present, present perfect simple, or present perfect continuous, whatever. But after since, we have to use the past simple. Moving to as if or as though. They have the same meaning. So, she talks as if she knows everything. So I think you have the meaning in the sentence. So she talks, claiming that she knows everything. So I would say as if is like more close to claiming that. As if like she knows everything. So she talks as if she knows everything. Okay, so we use as if quite a lot with present simple form because it's like closer to stating a fact. Now we have providing, provided. What is the meaning of providing, provided? We are not using providing and provided specifically here as verbs. Now we are using them as conjunction words or subordinate conjunctions. So the meaning of providing, provided is on condition that all will be well, providing you are careful. All will be well on condition that you are careful. Last but not least, we have last. Last. Many students who actually study English don't know the meaning of last or don't actually use it. And there's a lot of English teachers who actually don't use this word quite often. So I'm going to actually explain it. Last means in fear that. For example, I watched closely. Last, he made a mistake. So I watched closely in fear that he would make a mistake. That is the meaning. Notice that after he, we did not conjugate the verbs. Why? So that's how we use last. It's an exceptional case. With last, the verb followed by last is not conjugated. So you can't say he, last he makes. It doesn't make sense. It's an exceptional case for the use of this conjunction word. It's a quiz time. Okay, so I'm going to actually show you a couple of sentences and all what you have to do is write down the correct form down in the comment section below. So what you have to do is you have to select one of these conjunction words and try to match it in one of these sentences. So all what you have to do is just try to fill the blank. Here we go again. Thanks a lot for watching me today. please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and activate the bell button to receive all my upcoming videos. Thanks again for watching me, and I look forward to seeing you again. Goodbye.